on an emotional week for NSW. Welcome to NSW Smackdown. My name is Dave Easton alongside broadcast colleague Mazz Freeway and the one, the only Joe Disney.
I have returned.
Oh dear, Mazz, we're in trouble.
I thought I only had to put up with him on Raw, but I guess he's back here on SmackDown too.
Well, he's back. Joe Disney is back. Joe, hello.
Well, hello there. I like what you do with your hair.
Oh, thanks. I like what you do with your, yeah, let's move on.
I was talking to Mazz.
Oh, damn. Paul Heyman's in the ring. Yeah, anybody?
Let's see what he has to say.
Oh, #1 contendership match. Let's see.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, we already know it's between Trey Donovan and Daniel Bryan, and it's going to be Extreme Rules.
Ooh.
A little bit of hardcore tonight.
And I thought that was just Disney.
Hardcore? You know I'm a hardcore legend.
And a 6-man ladder match will get an NSW title shot in the SmackDown after Night of Champions, and win a foot trip. A foot trip to Rome. What? Disney, you know something about this match.
Alright. They have to walk to Rome.
Oh my goodness. And coming up next, it is the in-ring debut of Mazz's favourite person in the world. Bad News Morgan is going to take on Evan Walker.
Should be interesting to see if Evan Walker is going to give old Bad News Morgan some bad news here tonight.
Well, I know you're a fan favourite of him, they would say. But this guy returned this past Sunday night. And Disney, what do you think of Evan Walker?
Well, it's nice to be back here and seeing one of my favorites wrestle. I see a bright future ahead for this guy.
How much did you manage to catch of the shows, Joe, when you were in hospital, by the way?
I saw about 2 a week.
Ah, that's nice. Obviously, you've obviously watched SmackDown, I guess.
Of course, who wouldn't watch SmackDown, the best show, on Thursday nights?
Of course. Nothing else really to watch, to be honest.
I think you'd be more partial to Raw there, Disney. I think all your henchmen are over there.
That'll be the ones that keep losing the title, you mean?
You know, Raw had bad memories for me.
Oh, by the way, Disney, who's this hitman then? Are you going to tell us who it is?
All will be explained on Monday.
Ooh.
Let's just say that.
Oh, I look forward to it already. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. It is Bad News Morgan.
This can't be Bad News Morgan.
How?
His neck is normal.
I think that was his shirt.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
I thought it was some kind of condition.
No, it was his shirt. And he definitely has had bad news for a lot of people, well, especially the audience, in NSW.
I heard
Hopefully you can put it together in the ring.
And
so,
yes, Joe.
Since this is Bad News Morgan's first match, does he get anything special if he wins?
No. Just probably more time on the podium, I guess. But I have a feeling that Evan Walker might just beat the bad news out of him here.
Ooh, like that hit?
Mazz, who's going to win?
I think Bad News Morgan might pull this out and actually surprise everybody here tonight.
Disney?
I'm going to go with my old favorite, Evan.
Ah, so split here in the commentary box. Who are you going to go for in the app, by the way? The voting is already open, apparently. Let me just quickly go up. It's 1 for Walker, 2 for Bad News. And Bad News giving some bad news to Evan early on here. Just as I say that, Evan Walker comes back and reverses. And then, just as I say that, Bad News comes back and reverses. Nice high knee.
It's going to be one of those matches.
Oh, nice chop block. He's going to take the bigger man off his feet. That's what he needs to do here. As you can see, Evan Walker's got quite the height advantage in this one.
The podium made Bad News Morgan look a little taller.
I thought he was a lot taller than this, but sliced by #2. That could be enough. But I think Morgan hurt himself there. That might hinder him later on in this match. Evan Walker seeing the weakness, and Mazz, you've got to say, I think Morgan went for a bit too much there.
Yeah, I think he tried to take advantage of a situation and kind of got caught in it, but he could actually pull this win off here. It'd be really impressive and could definitely propel him into the title rankings.
And Evan Walker, of course, we know has went for the NSW title before. Oh my goodness, that could be the end for Bad News. And I think, no, just as I say that, Bad News comes back with a nice shot of his own. Disney, what do you think of Bad News Morgan?
Think he's sort of a pain for some people. I enjoy him. Like, bring some joy out of me.
Obviously, because you care about the fans as well, I guess.
Of course, fans are the best.
Mazz has been a firm favourite of Bad News Morgan these last few weeks.
And he seems to rub the crowd the right way sometimes, and other times, not the right.
Nice spinebuster, they're taking him down. Morgan, of course, official in-ring debut here tonight. As a nice neck breaker, taking it down, Evan Walker has not been no slouch in Season 2. So if Bad News Morgan can pull off a win here, certainly definitely just raises a few eyebrows. As now Evan just going to work, stomping Bad News Morgan. And then... Go on, Disney, sorry, go on.
Oh, I'm sort of surprised to see Evan in one of the opening matches. He usually is later in the card.
He just came back on Sunday. He beat Bobby Hall at the pay-per-view. Of course, me and Mazz were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
You were there?
Good
Oh,
match.
wow! I think that could just be lights out for Morgan. Into the cover, hook of the far leg. No, 2! Bad news for Evan. Oh, not this time, though.
That's it.
Walker cutter.
Got some bad news for you, Morgan.
Yep, that is a win for Evan Walker. And that is 1-0 to Disney.
In your face, Mazz.
Long night ahead.
Oh, I'm starting off as well as Morgan did in his debut, 0-1.
That's true. But Evan Walker continues his winning ways. And we will find out if that will put him up at the card, as Disney would say, in the next coming weeks. And remember, guys, we still have that 6-man ladder match as the main event. And also, we have our #1 contendership match to see who will take on Jeff Hardy at Night of Champions. So much still to come tonight on NSW Smackdown.
Things will only get better.
Oh, look at this. This is nice. From Evan. And oh, no way. Faking injury. That is disgusting.
There goes the kiddies.
Well, and it looks like Bad News has just got one up on Evan Walker. Coming up next, it is singles competition. It is Curtis Axel taking on Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn back on Smack.
Yeah, it should be quite an interesting match between these two.
You two have got to get that timing right, you know that.
It's kind of hard to see with that mask on.
Oh dear. You've got to give it to Disney. He's a bit rusty.
I just think of myself as aging.
Aging.
Aging like wine.
A fine wine.
There you go, aging like wine, fine wine.
He's aging, but not gracefully.
There it goes.
As Curtis Axel coming to the ring, looking to continue a bit of a winning trend for him recently.
Curtis Axel, a winner? What?
Yeah, you have been away a while, you know.
Things are getting crazy in here.
I think
SmackDown's
he's going to have
not.
a tough test up against Sami Zayn, though.
Yeah, SmackDown's not what you used to know, you know, Disney. A lot of new people here. And here is SmackDown favourite Sami Zayn.
He couldn't just stay away.
Well, he got drafted and then came back again.
My point exact.
Rightful home on SmackDown.
Poor Sammy. No tag team partner.
No, not tonight. He's in singles competition. And he's going to take on former NSW champion, Curtis Axel. And remember, guys, make sure you're tweeting everything out that NSW does. The more people that retweet us, the more people we get in here, and the more fun for everyone when the shows are on. Remember, NSW_360 for all your latest non-stop wrestling news. And if you missed the show, go to our YouTube. But we'll more on that later. As our fans in the NSW app already shouting for Axel to win this one. That's a bit of a strange turn over the books. Mazz?
I'm going to go with Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn's going to come in here and show you a lot tonight.
Disney?
I'm going to go with Axel.
Wow. Why that, Diz?
Because Sami Zayn is not a singles competitor. We've been over this before.
That's true. We have talked about that in future, but he has had some success.
I've seen him get better on Raw.
Oh my goodness, not like that though, when he nearly has his head taken off.
But you know, SmackDown is a better competition.
Well, it is against Raw and main event matches. We're 8-7 up again now. I say we. I actually do all the shows, so I have to say, whatever show I'm doing, I sort of support them.
Oh.
You know what I mean. I have to do that. I have to be impartial.
Can't play favorites.
Hello to that person's mom in the crowd, by the way.
Ooh.
Trying to get a date there?
I mean...
I've got kids. Disney probably does.
Sorry, I like the single women who do not have baggage.
Nice guillotine leg drop, by the way, by Sami Zayn, who's in control of this match.
Surprisingly.
May have just took a bit too long. I don't know why he's trying to grab the ring steps for.
I think he was trying to jump up them.
As well, grabbing them's not going to help. As Mazz, you've got to say so far. Well, Sami Zayn was in control. Now back to Curtis Axel.
Yeah, I think that moment lapse, whatever he's trying to do with the steps there, kind of threw him off his game and let Axel take advantage of it. And nice hip toss.
Yeah, lovely hip toss by Curtis Axel. Disney, if you were Sami Zayn, I know you're not a big fan of him, but what does he need to do to win this match?
Stop running around. More aerial assault.
You ever thought of taking Sami Zayn on as a client, Disney?
I mean, I could develop him, but the talent just needs to be there, and I'm not sure if it's there just yet.
Oh well. Well, he's trying to get a big one here, but Curtis Axel raked to the eyes. But Sami Zayn having none of that, coming straight back with the reversal. And then again, another shoulder barge, taking him down. Nice moonsault as well. Can Sami Zayn stay on top here? Can he get a big win? Where's he going again? Sort of wandering away from this match, Mazz.
Yeah, Sammy can win the match in the ring, not out here.
I think he just came to say hi to me.
Well, I think we're going to have to need Chaz and Bruce again.
Or maybe he's trying to get Paul Heyman's attention by...
Uh-oh! Move!
Laptop.
Oh, man! What did I tell... can we have a new laptop, please? And some more water.
Water?
Yeah, Florida water. Oh, never mind. You probably haven't been told about Bisping's Florida water, I guess.
No, I just carry my own string cheese around.
Why do I... Hold on, Mazz. What do you got then? If he's got cheese, he's got Florida water. What you got?
I got the laptop.
Okay, so what do I... How do I not get anything?
You need a new contract. Remember my big contract signing?
Oh, yeah, that did you well, didn't it? You got ran over the next week.
Still get paid.
Oh, goodbye. I think Curtis Axel may have just took the advantage in this one. Hooking him up.
Sami Zayn looks out on his feet.
Yeah, another fisherman suplex. I think he was trying to go for the perfect plex there, but not really. Can't do it on the outside.
Sami Zayn is out.
Yeah, he could have actually got a count out win there, but Curtis Axel coming back outside has to referee restarts the count. Axel now. Throwing Sami Zayn back in the ring where he's going to hopefully pin him and win the match. Sami Zayn does look out of this, Mazz.
Yeah, he hasn't moved since he threw him back in the ring there. He's kind of just been laying there.
And that is it. And Curtis Axel picks up the win, and it's now 2-0 to Disney.
Sammy's still not moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had gotten a concussion out there on the floor.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
As a big win for Curtis Axel here tonight. And well, I tell you guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen Curtis Axel going for one of these titles really soon.
With the ones he's getting, he deserves it.
Mazz, you've got to see Curtis Axel on a roll.
Yeah, I could see him definitely being a contender for possibly a European title shot.
Well, we'll find out in the coming weeks. As what the hell is Heyman doing with Brock Lesnar?
This can't be good.
Well, we've just seen Heyman. Why is he coming back out for?
Have we seen Brock Lesnar in a long while? I mean, I thought he was gone for a little bit there.
Yeah. What does Heyman want? Okay, well, we know that, Paul. You've already told us that tonight. He's out here for a fight. What the world?
No one can stop him.
Yeah, nobody can stop him, apparently. And now Paul Heyman says anybody from the roster can come down and they can take him on right now.
Ooh, an open challenge.
Do you think you know me?
Uh-oh! We know who that music is. It's Edge!
We haven't seen Edge in a long time.
Oh my god, Edge coming down?
This should be a very interesting matchup between Edge and Brock Lesnar.
But what is this all about?
I'm who's in the roster.
Look at the Wikipedia page. Well, he's saying that if he doesn't beat him, he's going to be suspended for 2 months. What? Can he do that? Guys?
This might have been a bad move for Edge to come out here.
But what's all this about? He's suspending him. If he doesn't win.
Edge was already kind of suspended before.
Oh my, this cannot be happening. Edge, just back away, Edge. You don't need this. Well, apparently we're going to have a match. And off we go. So Edge has to win. Or he's suspended, guys.
This could be a tough one for Edge if he's got a lot riding on this match.
Edge,
Disney, who do you think he can do it?
the underdog always overcomes big challenges.
What do you think, Mazz? What do you think? So, are you going for Edge or are you going for Brock Lesnar, Disney?
I'm going for Edge.
What about you, Mazz?
I think I'm going to have to go with Brock Lesnar. I mean, he is the beast incarnate, and I don't know if Edge is going to have enough to take him down.
And what about this? What's this whole thing with Brock, like Heyman, seeing Brock Lesnar now, like challenging people? What the world?
Maybe he's looking for good competition for Brock to take on.
Maybe he wants to keep Brock in shape and not get rusty.
Well, Brock in control early on, and Edge is, you may be right, he's bitten off a bit more than he can chew here. As into the ropes here, Lesnar coming in, oh, big shoulder into the midsection here.
Edge will come back. He stepped to the plate, so he's getting what he asked for.
Now when he does that. And of course, if you're in the NSW app, guys, remember to keep your votes coming in. We can see plenty of people in there tonight. Everybody get voting. Tell us how yous are doing. As look at this now, Edge to go behind by Brock Lesnar, getting the strength, and oh my goodness, landing him right. Well, now it looked like he landed on his neck.
Edge is going to win if he keeps grappling.
It's true. As now in again, and Edge again, giving Lesnar some of his own medicine here. Mazz, Edge has got to fight here. Seriously, he's got to deep down.
Yeah, he's got 2 months of his career and paycheck on the line here if he doesn't win, so it's a really desperate situation that he's in.
And Lesnar now just beating Edge up in the corner, and here comes this MMA background, just punches to the head. And really not looking good for Edge at this moment in time.
Edge is looking kind of sloppy.
He does indeed. And again, Lesnar just going back to that MMA background here. Just punching down, just trying to wear Edge down here.
Edge has to be regretting this right now.
Yeah, I do. I think so as well. And crowd seem a little bit stunned, Disney, if you think about it. If you can hear them, they're not really, don't know what to think of this.
I agree with you. I mean, who would have thought that Edge would have came back today?
And look at this, Edge now trying to wear Lesnar to Mazz. Edge trying to really can't match for the power of Lesnar. What do you think he has to do here?
Stick and move. I think he's got to keep hitting and running and not get in close enough where Brock can get a hold of him.
Oh,
I'll
take him down.
That'll do it. Yeah.
And, oh, nice shot again and again. And then, oh, takes him down. Can this be a chance for Edge here? Edge into the cover hook of the far leg. Could this be a big upset? Oh, come on, Heyman.
Edge waited a little too long right there to pin.
Heyman, get down. Edge has got to now. It's like a handicap match. If he's got to contend with Heyman on the Heyman on the outside.
If Brock loses, well,
oh, there you go. One he is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Edge is gonna have to look for an opportunity to quick sneak a pinfall or something, quick get roll up.
That's true. As another shot by Lesnar takes Edge off his feet. Go on, Disney. You were going to say something before.
No, it wasn't that point. But now, will the referee even be willing to send Heyman out?
That's true. He has to be careful. But look at this. Triple power bomb coming up. And that is it. Good night, Edge. I think we'll see Edge in 2 months. Oh, no, he kicked out. Wow. Oh, my. And that is it. The spear out of nowhere. Good. Oh, come on. Edge had this one.
The ref should have just ignored him.
Oh, nice spinning heel kick though, Edge. Referee, I think, is telling Heyman to get out of here.
No, I don't think Heyman's listening to him though.
No, and the referee totally distracted on the far side. As Edge, working over, takes Lesnar off his feet. Picking him back up here.
Huge momentum switch.
Execution! That is it! Good night, Brock Lesnar. And a big win here for Edge tonight. And
I don't think Heyman can save the day.
Come on! Disney effect, as it's been now known.
I have an effect?
Yeah, and what's going on? These two continue on. Heyman moving around this side of the ring here. Oh no! Referee taken out. Oh, come on! Oh, right to the head. That is not. Come on, not like this. Not like this, please, no, referee! And that is it! And Lesnar has won, and Edge is gone.
For 2 more months.
Heyman's screwing over another competitor.
And, oh, come on! No need for this, guys. And that means Edge is gone for 2 months. And well, guys, moving on. If you want to watch non-stop wrestling, we have 4 shows each week. Remember, Raw on a Monday, main event on a Wednesday, Smackdown with us 3 on Thursday, and me and Jess West will be here on Saturday for NXT. If you want to catch any of our previous shows, as long as you're watching on the net, and because we get copyright strikes, you're on YouTube at Non-Stop Wrestling UK, Facebook. Make sure you're following us and giving the like page 365, and Twitter 360. Extreme Rules. It's Donovan versus Brian. Number 1 contendership match is coming next.
Should be a good matchup between these two to see who will come out number 1 contender.
And it's Extreme Rules as well, Mazz. You like this?
Yeah, get to see all the toys from underneath the ring come out.
And here is Trey Donovan. And
Mazz, do you like Extreme Rules?
Oh yeah, gotta love all the assortment of toys that you can find underneath the ring to bludgeon your opponents.
And here's something strange, guys. Trey Donovan's coming out to no music. Is this like a darker side of him, do you think?
Maybe he's tired of playing to the people.
Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Well, I don't know, but this is a very strange. I know Trey hasn't been happy since losing the title a few weeks back, and obviously didn't regain it on Sunday. But to come out to no music? Maybe
Kind of weird.
trying to be focused, I guess. Well, we're ready for this one. Mazz, you've got to think. Donovan, is he going to be focused for this match?
I think he seems focused now. I think that might be one of the reasons he turned the music off. He wanted to come out here and stay focused on the matchup.
Well, Donovan, as you can tell, he's just irate today. And here comes Daniel Bryan. Also to no music.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Is Bisping in the back messing up everything?
I think so.
I thought I heard Bisping had a date with that girl Emily.
Emily?
Emily?
Yeah, something like that.
Ah. Maybe
I thought Bruce and Chaz were taking over.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This is very weird. But Bryan in the ring, and yeah, let's go.
I see he accepted the finally.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just a little confused why we've got no music, but never mind. Let's continue on. So here we go.
Daniel Bryan with a quick kick out right there.
Yeah, who are you going for, Mazz?
I think I'm gonna go with Trey Donovan. I think his newfound liking or disliking for the crowd may propel him to getting back into the championship hunt.
Disney?
I'm gonna go with Bryan.
And why is that?
Because I never liked Trey.
Fair enough. Why are you not a fan of Trey Donovan for, Diz?
Just he snuck in and got his tail shot. Just didn't seem right.
Oh well. Yeah. Bryan controlling here. Over Trey Donovan.
Cutters battling for positions here.
Yeah, nice turn round. Donovan has to not like Bryan get on a roll here. Another swinging net breaker. And Bryan now going outside. This is Mazz's favourite. Going for a ladder.
You know, back in my day, we called these matches hardcore.
Not allowed to. It's extreme.
Oh.
Despite we have a hardcore title. It's not extreme title.
Same thing to me.
I guess so. I guess so. But Bryan still now on control and... Oh my goodness! Donovan over the steps, yeah.
I thought he was going to throw him into that ladder.
And
Ooh, a trash can.
yeah, trash can one side. I don't know what it... now we've got a table. And if it
Donovan's got some wood.
If this is anything like the match we had on No Way Out between Mundo and AJ Styles, you know what happens to that table.
Hopefully they don't set it on fire like they did in the match with Mundo.
That's true. As Donovan using it as a weapon here. Bryan taking a couple of shots. And again, crowd trying to get behind Daniel Bryan here. As Donovan still in control.
I want to see the ladder news.
Ladder one side, table out there. Baseball bat. Oh, Bryan nearly goes through it by accident.
We need a chair.
Looks like they're bringing it into the ring to be setting it up.
I think Donovan was trying to outsmart Bryan. Now Bryan outsmarted him. As people in the chat calling for Joe Disney, the hardcore legend.
Yes, that is me.
Obviously, haven't watched a lot of hardcore matches then.
What?
As a nice hip toss by Trey Donovan, taking Bryan off his feet. And do we expect you at NXT this week, Disney?
You'll never know. Just watch and find out.
As a kicks by Bryan. Oh, one to the head. And that could be enough to put Donovan away here. No, two only. Mazz so close.
Yeah, Donovan's showing his resiliency there, coming back, whipping Bryan into this table here.
Oh, through the table. Goodbye, Daniel Bryan. Oh my goodness. I think Bryan is out. Oh,
Now the only thing we need left is blood.
Well, you know, we've got to try and help the sponsors be nice sometimes. Oh my goodness. Daniel Bryan is taking a beating.
Edge of those steps will definitely cut you open.
Oh, yeah, and especially where he's hitting them. Oh, God, he went through the steps.
Daniel Bryan just can't get a break.
Well, he can now. Look at this. After taking a beating, he's come back. It's like Super Brian. As
Ooh, nice name.
Uh-oh. Oh, see, tried to play to the crowd. Oh, but look at that. It was all a trick. The yes locked in.
Come on, he can't.
Could this be enough, Mazz? Could this be enough?
We'll trade tap. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. He can try and get to the ropes, hopefully.
And that is it. Donovan taps. And Daniel Bryan is your new #1 contender and will face Jeff Hardy at Night of Champions.
Oh.
Wow.
Should be a good matchup, Jeff Hardy and Daniel Bryan for the heavyweight championship.
Daniel Bryan is your winner. And, well, we'll hope to get that production truck sorted out for the next match. But Daniel Bryan picks up the win here tonight. And will now, well, Jeff Hardy now knows who he will face in just over 3 weeks.
Jeff Hardy has to be thinking this is an advantage with beating Daniel Bryan just took.
Well, I'm sure in 3 weeks he's going to be well prepared for that one. As a backstage with Renee Young, and Nikki Bella. And, whoa, what's this? Nikki's cashed in Money in the Bank against Paige. Okay.
That's odd.
Didn't see this coming.
Maybe she's tired of waiting around in the back. Wants to take the advantage when she can.
Why didn't she just cash in when her sister a twin beat Paige the other week? Obviously not at the pay-per-view, but you know what I mean. A new start. Well, of course, Paige is the longest reigning champion here in NSW.
Love and get behind. I don't think so.
I don't know, actually. That could be possibly, I think that could happen. Not many people like Paige. Coming up next, it is The Shield taking on Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler apparently is substituted in because Connor Rhodes is not here tonight.
Is he on a foot trip to Rome?
No, he's not in the foot truck room. Apparently he's not well.
Oh. Hopefully he doesn't go to NSW hospital.
Yeah. How was that, by the way?
Terrible service.
Oh dear.
I got to room with you that one day, remember?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Surprisingly, I was only in for 1 day.
I know. I was expecting like a week or more.
What I want to know is, if I was only in for a day, why were you in there for nearly a month?
I don't know. Things happen. Broken bones, other stuff. Some very nice nurses. Very, very nice.
I heard you had to do a lot of rehabbing back at the compound.
Yeah, I didn't like the methods they used though. They used like cheese to get me going.
Well, it looks like the Shield are going to be in a very awkward match here, because here is the world's strongest man and a winner last night on Main Event, and there's Mark Henry.
Should be very interesting to see if Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler can get on the same page here tonight to get a win. I mean, the Shield is a very established tag team and they work well together.
But to say that though, Dean Ambrose doesn't usually tag with Roman Reigns. It's usually Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but any cog of the Shield, you put it together, they all work the same.
Well, I wonder if we see Connor Rhodes and Mark Henry picked up a huge win last night against the Wyatt family. I wonder if the same could be said though. Can Dolph Ziggler come in and really be a good substitute?
If he becomes a good substitute, will Mark Henry choose for Connor with Dolph?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Oh.
Have to see how it plays out in this match to see if they can stay on the same page and get the job done.
Well, we will find out. It's going to be a very interesting match, especially with Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler teaming up against the Shield. Of course, we know the problems the Shield have been giving people this season. Will they be able to give this team a run for their money?
And here he is, Dolph Ziggler.
The show off.
Ziggles for short.
Yeah, Ziggles. And, well, he looks ready for this one. This is going to be an absolute war. Ziggler and Henry. It's going to be very interesting. You've got to say, guys, powerhouse and really a speedster on both sides.
It should be a fast-paced matchup.
Well,
I wonder who.
sorry, Disney, go on.
I wonder who has a better combination.
Well, you would think it would be the Shield, I guess.
I don't know. Dolph Ziggler could surprise people at times.
Well, we will find out, because coming up next, it is the Shield versus Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan. And off we go. Guys, let's start with Diz. Who are you going for?
I'm going for Mark Henry and Dolph.
And who are you going for, Maz?
I'm going with the Shield. Always believe in the Shield.
Do you guys just not want to... do you just go against each other every match? I've noticed this.
It seems that Mazz is always picking after me, so.
But we may have a bit of showing off here. Oh, look at that. Early on. As Ziggler showing off early on here. I don't think he wants to do too much of that against Roman Reigns. Especially the powerhouse of the Shield. Who could just pick him up and drop him just like that. And
Wait, so you're saying that Dean Ambrose is a speedster?
I would say so, yeah.
Well, can't really see that.
I'd have to say he's definitely a lot faster than Mark Henry would be in there, and definitely has more of a technical background.
I would say he's faster than Roman Reigns. Yes? No?
Yeah,
Oh,
Roman Reigns is pretty fast.
I guess we should have a race. Or something.
Don't get people ideas. As now Ambrose taking Ziggler down. Shield in control early on here. Well, guys, remember you are watching NSW Raw, Smackdown even. Nelly said the wrong show. I'm Dave Easton, alongside him, who's Joe Disney, and him, who's Mazz Freeway. And we are your Smackdown commentators. So Disney,
Yes.
if you were in the ring against Mark Henry, what would you do? You're a hardcore legend and all that stuff.
Alright. First off, I will knock out the referee,
Right.
and then I'll get a weapon and just hammer away at Mark Henry's legs. Put him in the hospital. Visit him. Bring another weapon. Attack his legs again.
I don't think
and then-
I don't think this is going where we wanted it to go, really. But never mind.
Oh, sorry then. My bad.
Maz, what would you do if you were against Mark Henry?
You can see this is why Disney's not a hardcore champion. I would definitely go after the knees though and keep him grounded. Work over the head and neck area.
Oh, Roman Reigns went for Mark Henry, ducked out the way, and now he's in the wrong side of town. And look at this. And big chop right across. Is that really going to hurt though when he's got, like, sort of the padding on?
It hurts more than it hurts Roman.
But Ziggler. Oh, nice DDT. And that could be it. Into the cover, hook of the leg. Has he got enough to get Roman Reigns down here?
I think so.
No, just a two. Dean Ambrose breaking up the count. Now all four men in the ring.
I think he would have got that pinfall though if Mark Henry would have been able to stop Dean Ambrose, but he wasn't able to get there.
Yeah, I was going to say, just got there in the nick of time. Now Roman Reigns just teeing off on Ziggler here. And a massive hip toss. Right into the middle of the ring. And now, look, more punches raining down.
Mark needs to. He needs to get in the ring.
Yeah, well, Ziggler needs a tag here. But coming back, he's showing the fight, but again, just took a little bit too long. Tags Ambrose.
This is where it's good to have a reliable partner.
Agree with that. Maz, you've got to say Ziggler, desperately needs a tag here.
Yeah, but Dean Ambrose cuts it off by knocking Mark Henry off the mat.
And now oh, there's the sleeper by Ziggler out of nowhere, but he's really in the wrong corner, to be honest. And
Oh, Mark Henry's in the ring.
yeah, but the referee had to do it for a rope break, and Mark Henry leaves the ring. Ziggler going for the cover. Again, too close to the corner. He's never going to get anything for that. And Ambrose cuts him off and hits it with nice looking clothesline.
Get him here.
And now
Get him.
the fans, if you listen to that, are saying that they're sort of saying Ziggler sucks. That's a bit harsh. Very strange crowd here tonight. Ziggler finally gets the tag to Mark Henry. And, but Ambrose too quick for him. Maybe this is what I'm saying about the speed, guys.
Mark Henry can do the moves that Ambrose is doing right now.
Well, I don't think he could do that. 3 clotheslines. And Ambrose looking to put away Mark Henry here. Look at the strength of Dean Ambrose.
Wow.
And I do believe... Oh my goodness, Ziggler hits right in front of us here. And I think that is it.
That's it. That's going to be it, I think.
Into the cover, hook of the leg. No, referee was far too long getting down there.
You have to do better than that. Mark Henry is the world's strongest man.
But, well, Ambrose has got to be the world's strongest man. That kind of showing. Mark Henry hits the boot. Reigns now. Oh, took too long. And now Mark Henry can get the comeback here. Oh, just as I said that, Ambrose now takes him off his feet. As
Roman Reigns coming here to finish off Mark Henry.
Tilt-a-whirl slam. Mark Henry
Come on, Ziggler.
was playing for it here. Into the cover. 2, and got him!
Wow.
And just like that, Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler pick up the win.
Ziggler was being a novice right there.
I think Ambrose was a bit of a novice for not breaking it up.
And it seems like he kind of tripped getting into the ring there and wasn't able to get over to make the save.
A huge win for, well, the makeshift team here. Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler. And you've got to think, Mark Henry's sort of turned into a tag team expert at the minute.
It's like he can tag with anyone and win matches.
You'll win this tonight. And remember, guys, the next pay-per-view we're going to have is NSW Night of Champions. That comes your way the 25th of May. It'll start at 9:30 in the UK. Check your local times wherever you are. Make sure you join us for the next NSW pay-per-view. It is, of course, Night of Champions. Every title is on the line.
Every title?
Every title. And talking about titles, coming up next, it is the Women's Championship. Paige has to defend against Nikki Bella.
Should be a tough test for Paige.
I agree.
Right, it is.
Yep. Paige may be a little sore too.
But you've got to think, is this the right move, Mazz, for Nikki Bella to cash in and go like one-on-one when Paige is fresh?
Well, maybe she saw something that her sister didn't see, and she'll be able to find that weakness in Paige's armor and take her down from here tonight.
And Disney, do you think it's a bad move what Nikki's done?
Yeah, Wolf got Paige back when she was weak.
Well, she's had plenty of chances, and maybe just the briefcase has just been like, she's been itching with the briefcase, she just wants to get rid of it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Paige, remember, is your longest reigning champion in NSW, held the title since WrestleMania. No one has actually come close to really taking the title off her in title matches, but this one should be very, very interesting. And
she's the best women's champion we had in a while. Forever.
And here is Nikki, but no Brie. She said she wants to do this alone. Mazz, you've got to think, Nikki is just crazy for doing this.
Maybe she, like I said, she saw something in Paige that she could take advantage of, and she might be able to come out of here with a championship title win.
Well, we will find out momentarily. But Nikki and Paige, well, after what we see in Paige do to Brie on Sunday night, this should be very, very interesting.
I always love my women matches.
Well, we are ready for action. The women's title is on the line. It's Paige defended against Nikki Bella. That is what they're going for, ladies and gentlemen. It is the NSW Women's Champion chip title belt.
Real gold.
Real gold. And don't you even dare looking at it, Disney. I remember.
Oh.
Here we go. Okay, Mazz, we'll start with you this time.
I don't think I'm gonna stick with Paige. I think that she's gonna show why she is the dominant diva here or dominant woman here in NSW.
Disney?
I'm going for Shu.
For who, sorry?
Paige.
Your mic's mucking up, buddy.
Oh man.
I think Bisping's trying to get a hold of you again.
Darn Bisping.
He's jealous. You've took his spot.
This was my spot first.
That's true. How's that contract doing you anyway?
I mean, I got vacation the first week. Came back, got hit. They paid my hospital bill.
Yeah.
That's good.
We nearly had to sell Rhodes' jacket, apparently.
The shiny one?
Yeah, the one that he wears all the time. Apparently, we had to loan it out.
Ah.
And here is Paige into the corner. Nikki in a lot of trouble. Nice big boot by Paige. And, well, Paige, remember, is the longest reigning champion after MMS lost the titles a few weeks ago. And you can see why, because when it comes to title matches, Mazz, Paige is like unstoppable at the moment. Like, no one can get near her.
Yeah, she's just very dominant here and was able to find ways to get the win on just about every woman wrestler here in NSW.
But it's strange that when it's non-title, she seems vulnerable.
Yeah, she seems to step up when she knows that title's on the line.
And Disney, you can close your mouth, by the way.
I just can't help but stare.
Yeah, I guessed. As nice shot to the knee again by Paige. And, well, good tactics here from Paige, trying to take the knees out here. But remember, guys, still to come, it is the ladder match. The winner will get a title shot, guaranteed title shot, after the Smackdown After Night of Champions, and also win a foot trip to Rome.
I just have to say, Joe, if you really like watching these women matches, check out NXT and check out the women match that they had on there. Some great angles on that match.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Thank you. I'll be sure to check that out again.
Oh dear me, Nikki Bella working over Paige here. But Paige, oh, that's going to stop anybody. And now the raining down the punches right on top of Nikki Bella here. And then, oh, what's this? Sharpshoot? No, it's not. I thought it was going to be a sharpshooter. Look at this.
Ooh. Nikki Rush got cashing in now.
Oh, and just got to the rope, so referee has to break the hold. And then Paige, oh, looking for the Paige turner. And that is it.
Yeah.
Is this enough to defend the title? No, she kicked out. Wow. She kicked out of the Paige turner.
You could do that?
Paige blocked that elbow, though.
Wow. That is so, and now the submission move right on the back. Brie in a lot of trouble. Being weakened earlier on in the match. Then with the Paige turner. And Brie's going nowhere. And that is it! And Paige has defended the title. And in the meantime, Nikki Bella becomes the first ever person in NSW to fail on a cash-in.
She must feel like a loser.
Oh my goodness, what a match. Mazz, I don't think anyone can stop this girl.
Paige displaying her dominance here in the women's division.
Your winner and still women's champion, Paige. I think it's going to take an awful lot to get the title off this young girl.
I think that's going to have to be some young rookie, a female come in here to take down
hold
the
on.
veteran of Paige.
Edgar? My God, we haven't
It's
seen
not
him.
NXT.
We haven't seen him in SmackDown since season 1.
Nice new look.
That's not a new look, to be honest. He's always had that. He's back to his gangster roots, I guess.
New look to SmackDown.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. These 6 men are going to go In a ladder match, it is Zadlan, Christian, Fandango, Kofi Kingston, Miz, and Kurt Angle. Guys, the competitors already making their way down to the ring. Who do you think is going to win this one, Mazz?
I'm going to have to go with Zadlan. I think he's one of the darkest characters we have here on SmackDown. I think he's going to really shine in this match. If I was able to leave the broadcast table and manage a competitor, it'd be someone like Zadlan.
What about you, Disney?
I'm going to go with Miz.
Miz?
Yeah, before I left, he was winning all of his matches, so I think he can still continue it now.
Just lost the European title this past Sunday.
Well, now I'm back here, so his good luck charm is here.
Well, we are ready for the match, guys. The competitors are in the ring. We're going to go straight to the match. The winner, remember, gets a guaranteed title shot at night after night, or the SmackDown After Night of Champions. So they will be facing either Daniel Bryan or Kofi Kingston. Not Kofi Kingston. I see, I've seen that because he got the ladder, sorry. Daniel Bryan or Jeff Hardy, that's what I meant to say. Dear me. I said Kofi Kingston has the ladder.
Will he be the first to climb it?
No, he won't. Kicked away. Remember, the winner is the person who gets the briefcase and gets a nice foot trip to Rome. And remember, guys, the voting is already open. Make sure you get your vote in if you have been voting all night. And tell us how you're doing in the vote.
I currently have one loss.
As Kurt Angle looking to pick up the win here, but decides not to climb the ladder. This is
Angle.
Sorry, go on, Disney.
Angle's just searching for the most hurt competitor.
Mazz, here's the thing. If you're in one of these matches, what do you do? What would be your tactic?
I would probably hang outside and wait till the right time to jump in the ring and climb up that ladder when no one's paying attention.
Oh, and Mazz going for the big move there. Not Mazz, Miz. There you go. Oh my goodness, how many more can I do tonight? Kofi flying and hits Christian perfectly.
Oh, that's what I like to see.
And there's a boom drop as well for good measure. Miz, skull crushing finale on Zadlan. Bodies all over the place. Fandango manages to hit two people. Kingston climbing the ladder yet? No. Decides better of it.
Kingston should have just got it when no one was looking.
These ladder matches in NSW are always crazy stuff. Is kill switch coming up?
Out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness, it's absolutely crazy. Crowd absolutely alive in this one. Christian climbing the ladder. Can Christian?
Kofi looks like he's out.
Can Christian?
Miz is eyeballing him.
Oh,
He's trying to stop
he
it.
was so close to getting it there. And now, ladder's put back up again. Christian so close. Had actually a hand on the briefcase as an angle slam on Fandango. Choke slam coming up on the Miz.
Kofi's taking a break.
There's bodies all over the place. Zadlan the monster now, trying to get the ladder in the correct place. He's going to climb. Oh, but then Fandango thrown into the ladder puts Zadlan off. Mazz, this is all over the place.
Yeah, this is definitely a hard one to call here. It's action left and right.
And
Zadlan looking with a powerbomb.
yeah, Christian hitting Kofi Kingston on the outside.
Angle looking for someone to hit.
Angle looking to win this one. Angle climbing the ladder.
Fandango's looking.
Now Fandango looking to climb. Would he be dancing his way to Rome? He's got it.
Three guys watching him.
Fandango, oh, pull it down, Fandango.
Yep, Zadlan stopped that.
Yeah, that is not going to happen. Miz has just not moved, and just as I say that, he gets up. Commentator's curse as always. As oh, Kingston right between the eyes of Fandango. Kingston sent up the ladder now. Another skull crushing finale. Nobody's paying attention to Kofi Kingston, and Kingston wins it. Kofi Kingston has won the foot trip to Rome, and has also won a guaranteed NSW title shot the night after, well, sorry, the SmackDown after Night of Champions. Guys, what a win for Kofi Kingston.
It's definitely going to propel his career.
What a chance for for Kofi. Disney, you've got to think what a big chance he's got to win the title now.
Yeah, really surprising though, because the Miz looked at him at the last second.
Wow, Kofi Kingston, your winner in the main event. And that is it. Non-stop wrestling SmackDown is over for another week. What developments? Kofi Kingston now knows a title shot is in his horizon. Well, guys, thanks for being here. Mazz, say goodbye to the fans.
See you later, fans.
And Disney, say goodbye to the fans.
See you later, fans.
And we will see you for NXT on Saturday night, me and Jess West. Till then, everyone from NSW, bye for now.